Hey folks, this is Tom Muller, CEO of Aston Bay Holdings. I'm here at the virtual PDAC and Precious Metals Summit, March 2021. Let me give you a little overview of Aston Bay Holdings and our exploration for gold and copper in North America. I will be making some forward-looking statements in this presentation. I'll be focusing on our gold exploration at our Blue Ridge properties in Virginia, where we have high-grade gold at the surface in quartz veins. But with the price of copper over the past few months, we've been getting a lot of interest in our base metal properties as well. We have some base metal plays located in Virginia, but even more exciting is our Aston Bay property located up in Nunavut, where we have sediment-hosted copper and zinc, high-grade copper and zinc at the surface. A lot of interest in this one, and we are actively seeking a partner. We have a very small team here at Aston Bay, 2 full-time employees, me and Sophia Harquail, but some very strong advisors with Don Taylor, Lamont Leatherman, and Elaine Ellingham, helping us advance our properties in Virginia. Just a quick look at our share structure here. Management and insiders have about 7% of the company. I have about 2% myself. And I think importantly, to note our average volume here, we trade over 550,000 shares per day. We'll get back to the gold in a minute here, but I'm just going to talk quickly about our Aston Bay property located in Nunavut. We have a very large property in Nunavut, over 380,000 hectares. The property is really composed of 2 main prospects, Storm Copper and Seal Zinc. Here at Storm Copper, you can see a large zone, approximately 15 kilometers squared, high-grade copper from the surface in over 9,000 meters of historic drilling. We have numerous untested gaussons and geophysical anomalies, and we're looking forward to getting back to this property and advancing it hopefully this summer. At Seal Zinc, we have high-grade zinc with about 1.5 ounces of silver located right on tidewater. A small tonnage in the 43101 resource so far, but we're looking forward to making this bigger. Let's move now to our Blue Ridge properties located in Virginia. People don't often think about gold on the East Coast, but it is a very prolific belt between the Carolina Slate Belt and the Avalonia Belt. The Carolinas, 6th in gold production in the U.S. We have Hale, 5 million ounces, past producer Ridgeway, 1.5 million ounces. Up in the Maritimes, Hope Brook, Cape Spencer, and in between those 2 zones, we have very significant pre-1850 production of gold from the Virginia Gold Belt, which was the site of the first American gold rush in the early 1800s. So why Virginia? Well, Virginia is a great jurisdiction. It is a fee simple jurisdiction, so that means there's no drill permitting required for drilling on private land. It's resource friendly with a significant number of timber companies owning the land in the area, and there is no seasonality. The real opportunity here is that this area has really not been explored with modern mining methods since the last production here was really around 1850. So that allows us to get in there, use those modern methods, and perhaps find something that has been missed. And the advantage we have as a company here in Virginia, we've picked up Don Taylor's private company and as well picked up Don Taylor to actually guide the exploration for us. He brings the expertise, the experience, the relationship. We have vetted copper, gold exploration targets, and Don also brings an exclusive database that sees through the very extensive soil cover here that allows us to effectively advance our exploration. So what are we looking for geologically here in Virginia? Well, there's really 3 styles of mineralization that we're focusing our exploration. We have brownfields projects. This is the Virginia Gold Pyrite Belt. Again, the source of the first gold rush in North America. We have a new discovery at Buckingham Gold. This is where we've been focusing most of our efforts. Here we have high-grade gold in a steeply dipping quartz vein. Perhaps mesothermal in nature. We're still studying this, but certainly very exciting and open at strike and at depth. And we also have a copper, lead, zinc, gold, polymetallic mineralized belt, VMS, SEDEX type deposits. Some really significant intercepts in very sparse drilling. Very interesting. And so our business model in Virginia is to partner with timber companies and private landowners. Timber companies are preferred partners. They are resource friendly and they own large tracts of land. So we've been lucky enough to sign up over 11,000 acres to explore, and we're targeting those three styles of mineralization: the brownfields, Virginia Gold Belt properties, our new discovery at Buckingham Gold, and polymetallic style of mineralization. So over the last 2 years, we have been focusing on our Buckingham Gold project. This is a new discovery, high-grade gold at the surface with up to 20 ounces per ton in select grab samples. The mineralization is gold in white quartz veins. We have drilled 23 drill holes in the past 2 years. High-grade gold in multiple intercepts. It's open along strike and at depth. We've also working on our brownfields properties where we're sampling around past producing mines. That is ongoing, and we're also picking up some additional properties for review. Here's a map of our drill program at Buckingham. You can see high-grade mineralization in multiple drill holes. It is open along strike and at depth. And here is the Buckingham vein in long cross section. You can see the high-grade gold grab samples taken from the surface, high-grade intercepts at depth. Here you can, I think, more clearly see we have a subvertical vein here, over 200 meters in strike length from the surface right down to at least 90 meters depth and open. It's not just gold in Virginia. We have the right rocks for base metals as well. I won't go into this in any detail, but important to note there's been very little modern exploration for base metals here, but it definitely has the potential. Here you can see the size comparison. You can see the Appalachian style deposits. We definitely have the size potential. It is a significantly underexplored base metals belt here in Virginia, but we're lucky enough to have a significant amount of proprietary data, airborne EM surveys, regional stream sediment surveys, rock chip sampling, and some data from the sparse drilling that shows there's a significant recent and historic drill intercepts, very limited follow-up, some drill-ready targets. It's a very exciting area to be doing base metals exploration. So the value proposition for Aston Bay Holdings: first off, copper and zinc in Nunavut. We have high-grade copper and zinc at the surface and in shallow intercepts in drill holes, numerous untested targets on a very large property. We are actively seeking a partner there. In Virginia, we have significant geologic potential for both gold and base metals. We have a historic gold production, recent high-grade near-surface gold discovery at our Buckingham vein. It's a favorable jurisdiction. We're in the United States, safe and secure. We're on private forestry land, so no permitting is required for exploration drilling. And the real opportunity here, since this area has been really little explored since 1850, is to use those modern exploration methods. And here I'm talking about geophysics, geochemistry, and even things we take for granted these days, such as drilling, really to expand upon the original work that was done and perhaps work up some bigger resources. Aston Bay as a whole, we are an experienced team. We're a microcap stock with certainly upside exposure, and we have exposure to both gold and base metals.